We always have heard that animals have roles or functions that they do in the ecosystems. For example, bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, bats, and even flies are known as pollinators. They absorb the flowers' pollen and transport it to other plants. This helps in the reproduction of plants and grants the continuation of life. But what about us? What about humans? Have you heard anyone knowing the role that humans have in the ecosystems? In my case, I haven't heard anyone talk about our role in the ecosystems. Instead, I have heard from many people that humans are the superior species that are above the food chain, and that everything that is on Earth, the lakes, the trees, the land, the food, animals, etc., is ours and is our natural right, which I think that is a fallacy, and that false idea has to be stopped being spread around as a legitimate truth. I consider this as something of great importance by the times of emergency which we are living today, as something that is really interesting to talk about and know, because no one has really studied the subject properly until now. So today we will explore the diverse roles human plays in the ecosystems by categorizing these roles in three: super predators, ecosystem stabilizers, and as agents of destruction. I think that humans are integral part of ecosystems, and as we know, we have supported those who have exploited the natural resources as their legitimate right or natural right for being the superior species and deploying everything at their way. Oh, sorry. To cheap power, money, and influence, and whose actions have impacted negatively to ecosystems and to ourselves. So scientists have presented a cross-disciplinary and systematic research at the annual meeting of the American Association for the Advancement of Science that provides results in which they classify human interactions within the ecosystems in three roles across different cultures worldwide throughout time. Also, we will dive into examples of how humans interact with nature in various contexts, from the Appalachian Islands of Alaska to the western desert of Australia, and discuss the implications of these interactions for sustainability and resilience. So let's start with humans as supergeneralist, the predators. In various ecosystems, such as the Aleutian Islands of Alaska, humans have shown the ability to adapt their diet based on viability, feeding on a wide variety of species without causing extinctions or major environmental degradation. This adaptability, combined with a limited use of hunting technology and other factors, help to minimize potential negative impacts on the scenic ecosystem. Such examples demonstrate the ability of humans to fit into ecosystems as supergeneralist predators, switching prey as conditions change and thus stabilizing food webs. In the desert ecosystem of Western Australia, our Martu Aboriginal foragers have shown how human activities can stabilize ecosystems, such as by lighting small brush fires to expose the burrows of small prey. The scorched patches left on the landscape serve as natural fire breaks against larger wildfires. When the Martu were removed from their homeland, wildfires increased dramatically in size, and several small mammals went extinct, like the rufous haired wallaby. Such examples emphasize the importance of understanding the potential benefits of human interaction with the ecosystems and the adverse effects that can occur when those interactions are disrupted. However, human interactions with ecosystems can also have negative impacts. For instance, the historical analysis of the Mayan cities in the Mayan Peninsula and the ancestral Pueblo people of in the southwest US show how human activities led to significant changes in ecosystems and societal outcomes. In these cases, the impacts of human interactions with the ecosystem were detrimental, leading to the depopulation of the region in the case of the Pueblo people, or the migration of to other areas in the case of the Mayan people. These examples demonstrate the potential for human activities to have disruptive impacts on ecosystems, highlighting the importance of sustainable practices and mindful interaction with the environment. While these examples highlight the diverse roles of human play in ecosystems, it's clear that our actions have far-reaching consequences. Let's summarize what we have discussed. We have explored how humans act as supergeneralistic predators able to adapt their diet based on viability and thus stabilize food webs. We have seen how humans' activities can stabilize ecosystems, such as the Martu Aboriginal foragers' practices in Western Australia. However, we have also examined instances where human interactions led to detrimental outcomes, in the cases of Mayan people and the ancestral people, Pueblo people in the Southwest U.S. As part of ecosystems, we all have a role to play, whether we act as super generalists, predators, ecosystem stabilizer, or functionally sometimes as agents of destruction. Our action matters. We have the power of influence positively or negatively our ecosystems, and with that power comes great responsibility. As Crabtree says in the article, we are not going anywhere. We are here to stay, and we are going to keep impacting ecosystems, and we need to understand the ways that our impacts can lead to more sustainable and resilient systems.